Attention, everyone in UBW. This is me, K-Bar, the biggest star in UBW right now. If you don't know me by now, then you're just a retard. But then again, all the UBW fans are. You see, I'm the best damn thing in UBW. I've beaten all the best. I'm the best star they've ever seen and they ever will. And that's why this is a very important message, because the biggest star in UBW right now, he's in a crossroads. It's UBW's mayhem. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but I do know one thing. I was forced into a match at Addiction against my friend John, and stupid Craig Wilkes, the general manager, he forced us into that match. He said he'd fire me if I didn't do it. And another thing Craig Wilkes did, which was so stupid, well, actually, I think it's a good thing. He suspended Mr. Insanely, got rid of the loser. Nobody wants him in UBW, but he was suspended. Yeah, he interrupted my match at Addiction. What the hell's going on? Craig Wilkes, the dodgy GM, can't even get Mr. Insanely suspended properly. He wasn't supposed to be there. And now that Salvation's coming up, I'm apparently supposed to be booked in a match against Insanely. Well, that was the original plan. But guess what? I don't like none of your bookings, Craig Wilkes. You're a dodgy GM. I don't know what the future plan is now, because everybody knows that K-Bar isn't going to fight Mr. Insano again. I've beaten you, Insano. I've beaten you when I was the BBW UK champion. I got the last win on you. You do not deserve a rematch against me. Do you understand? You will never be on my level, Mr. Insano, no matter how hard you try. And you, Craig Wilkes, yeah, you, is trying to book me in stupid matches. Well, guess what, mate? You're not a good GM. You're a dodgy one. I don't like the way things are going. So here's my deal. I'm the biggest star, right? This is a deal you have to choose right now, Craig Wilkes, the GM. Everyone's witnessing this amazing revelation that's happening now, because it's going to be me, K-Bar. I'm putting my whole existence in UBW on the line here. If Mr. Insano leaves UBW. That's it, people. That's exactly what has to be. If Mr. Insano doesn't leave UBW, if he doesn't get fired, I don't want him, I don't want anything to do with Insano, I don't want him there. He's a danger. He almost broke my neck in one of our matches. He almost broke Swimbad's neck when he interrupted our match. Wasn't even supposed to be there. Mr. Insano, you're released cannon. And you're going to keep on destroying UBW unless you get taken out. So, people, it's a choice between me and Mr. Insano. And it's all in Craig Wilkes, the GM's hands. I don't care when you suspend him, when you fire him, just do it soon, whether it's at Salvation or on Recoil. Craig Wilkes, get rid of Insano, otherwise K-Bar is leaving UBW. There's only room in there for one of us. Make the right choice. And all you stupid fans, we all pieces of crap, you better vote for me if there is such a vote. But it's your choice, Craig Wilkes. Do the right thing.
Hello everyone, welcome to another great edition of Recoil here, Recoil 16. Now, just a few announcements to make. First one, after what happened at Addiction, there will be no Champagne, no Extreme Dave, no Danny Ace, or no Max Carnage tonight. They're all nursing their injuries. But talking of the violence and the brutality from Addiction, it's time to make a stand in UBW. We need to stop all this brutality. Now, some brutality is perfectly fine, but here's the deal. From now on, in UBW, every match is under DQ rules. That basically means no chair shots, no cookie tray shots, no ladder shots, nothing. From now, the only way you'll see weapons in UBW is either when there's a stipulation on the match or at the hardcore free per-view called Vendetta. And there's one more thing talking about Addiction, and that is Mr. Insano. I have heard Mr. Insano is here tonight. I think I'll have to be having a word with Insano about what happened at the free per-view. But apart from that, everyone, enjoy this Recoil. This has been the GM. Thank you for watching.
One year ago, I was the king of UBW. I was the champion. I was the top guy, the main guy in UBW. But all that changed when one man showed up. Danny Ace. Danny, you and I have had many matches over the year. Many great matches. We put each other through hell. And because of that, I've earned a lot of respect for you. In fact, you're probably the one guy on the UBW roster that I respect the most. And now look at you. You're a champion. Congratulations. The only problem with that is, I can't stand to see you as champion. I can't stand to see you where I should be. Daddy, that's my title. I never lost that title. It was stolen from me, and I never got a fair shot back at it. But come Salvation, all that's coming to an end, my friend. See, because I can't stand to see you as champion, Danny, there are only two ways for me to solve this problem. One, I beat you for the title. Reclaim my lost pride. Take back my place at the top of the UBW roster. Or I quit. See, that's my title. My title. And I can't stand to see anyone but me hold that title. So, come Salvation, it's going to be my last stand. I either become champion, stay in the company, or I lose to Danny Ace. And I take myself from UBW, and I train harder than I have ever trained before in my life, hopefully to make a return someday. But bear in mind, Danny, I'm coming all guns blazing, sunshine. That title means everything to me. Everything. So just think yourself lucky that I respect you. Because if I hated you, this would be a whole different story.
Yeah, sorry about all that dishes before. Hopefully you can come to the next taping. Sorry. Johnny Magnum's here, so I'm going to have to call you back. Yeah, Johnny Magnum. He wrestles in UBW.
Is that my wife?
Oh, maybe. So, what do you want?
Well, I've heard a little rumour going around that a certain bunch of females are coming around.
I'll take you behind the people. Where did you hear these rumours?
On a little cycle league.
I didn't know that bloke had gone up, to be honest. According to these rumours, that's just what they are, the rumours. Okay? Maybe I'll get a deal sorted with them, maybe I won't.
Better get it sorted. Better.
I'll do my best.
I've come here today, you know, no fucking jokes, anything like that. You're not going to see me wrestle drunk. I'm not going to come out with cans, trip over my own piss. There'll be none of that. I've come here today to apologise for wrestling drunk, for pretending to be some bald-headed wife-beater, for being drunk in promos, and the unprofessionalism that I've shown. I've watched it back these last couple of weeks, and I've seen the tit I made of myself. So I'm here today to apologise for that. I'm also here today to announce that Mr. Insano, the guy who embarrassed me, the guy that, yes, I was a good wrestler, but every time I'd wrestle a match, there'd have to be weapons. I mean, just look at this shirt, just look at the rips, look at all the light tube punctures. This Insano is dead into the shit. And Union Jack is born, and let me tell you a bit about Union Jack. There'll be no weapons in any Union Jack matches. There'll be no weapons at all. Union Jack is here today to show you his wrestling abilities. And I'm going to show that the UK has some of the finest backyard wrestlers in the whole world, not just the UK. And that brings me on to the next bit of business. I'd like to ask for my job back, as I was suspended. Boo! None of that.
Let me get this straight. You've changed your gimmick again, and you want your job back.
I promise you, I know you've had some bad experiences with me, but I will no longer wrestle drunk. There'll be no shenanigans or any of that. And I've got to apologise for stunnering you on the last show.
Damn right, you better apologise.
Yes.
Right, you want your job back? You can have it back.
Thank you.
But, under two conditions. One, you lay bad finger on me again, you've gone and there is no coming back. No new gimmicks, no new facades, nothing, you've gone.
Alright.
Secondly, it is under my ruling. So, there'll be no title shots, there'll be, well, you won't be making your own matches like you used to. From now on, you go under my ruling, and if you want your job back so badly, I will give you a job tonight. I'll give you a match tonight, I should say. But I'm not going to tell you who your opponent is until later on. Deal?
That's a deal.
Fair enough.
Hey man! Good job against Goo Goo Boy. Oh, that piece of shit. Really impressed me. Tonight, Wilkes has asked me and you to face Mr. Union Jack in a match. Mac. And, well, let's just say we impressed me.
Oh, and I hope that you don't let me down either, Mr. Magnum.
Mr. Mac.
UBW is planning to be an all-hardcore show. What on earth? Speaking of the general manager...
I'm not wearing the referee's clothes. You the referee.
Look at this. The general manager says that we need a referee. Is the general manager going to referee this match? If that's the case, surely Union Jack's job's over. Last time out on Recoil, Union Jack, Mr. Insano, as he was then, he hit a stunner on the general manager. If the general manager is in the mood, he could screw Union Jack. That's a nice suplex by Union Jack to start the match off. It's Union Jack taking on Johnny Magnum first of all. This could be a colossal screw job right here. I like to think, in my heart though, that Craig Wilkes is a fair guy. Here's Alex Harlow laying in with the big punches to the head, to the back of Mr. Insano. Comes charging in with a nice clothesline, sends Insano down to the ground. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have rules in this fed now. No weapons, we'll be having count-outs. If you go out of the top, you will get a 10 count. If you can't get back inside the top after that 10 count, you will be disqualified.
Come on.
Look at this nice leg lock now by Alex Hart. Insano. Sorry, you see, if I do that, I apologise. I'm so used to calling him Mr. Insano. Jack powers out of it, and then he looks like he's putting on a leg lock of his own. Looks like he's going for a modified STF here. Wrenching it on. Craig Wilkes asking Alex Hart if he gives it up. Alex Hart says no. Johnny Magnum reaching out for the tag.
Go on, you want a tag? You want a tag?
You look at Union Jack taunting Alex Hart as he pushes him off, making it so that he can't get the tag. He comes in with a shining wizard right to the face of Alex Hart. Nasty, nasty stuff. A big kick. Here's the cover. 1, 2. You see there, Union Jack. He knew that he had to get Alex Hart onto the top. The count couldn't go down if Alex Hart wasn't on the top. So that was very clever stuff from Union Jack. I like that. Big punches, but Alex Hart comes back with a couple of axe handles of his own to the stomach. And now what? Comes charging over. Johnny Magnum gets the tag. He comes charging in. And look at this German suplex by Union Jack. The name may have changed, but those German suplexes are still just as deadly. There's another one. 2 huge German suplexes by Union Jack. Will they go for a third? Trying to go for a third. Johnny Magnum's countered into a front face lock though. Looks like he's in a DDT position. No, it looks like he's going to try and suplex Union Jack. Oh, he's rolled it through instead into the cover. 1, 2. Was that a faster count from Craig Wilkes? Did that seem to me like it was just a tiny little bit faster than the cover that Union Jack got on Alex Hart moments ago? You tell me, ladies and gentlemen, but I thought it looked a little bit faster. Headlock now. Squeezing headlock. Squeezing the oxygen out of Union Jack's head. And now, look at this. Referee Craig Wilkes has got to utilise there are 3 arm drops. If this arm goes down, it's over. Oh, that was so close. But Union Jack keeps it going, fighting out of it. He knows how important this match is. He knows that his job, his career, there's a stunner of sorts by Union Jack. His whole career is on the line here. He says that Mr. Insano was an embarrassment. It's a cover. 1, 2. You see what I mean? There's the slightest, it's just a tiny little bit slower than the cover that he got before. I believe in my heart, ladies and gentlemen, that Craig Wilkes is a fair guy. I genuinely do. But those counts, whenever Union Jack goes for a cover, they seem to be slow, just a tiny little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw before Extreme Dave. He was talking, basically challenging the UBW champion Danny Ace to a career versus title match at UBW Salvation in a few weeks' time. A career versus title match. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember what happened the last time we had a career versus title match here in UBW? It was Champagne taking on Max Carnage, who was the UBW champion at the time. Champagne won that match and retired Max Carnage. Max Carnage, although he's a referee here in UBW, he has not oh, there's a nice DDT by Alex Hart. And he's going for the cover on the outside. So you can't do it, Alex. You've got to pull him back inside. Max Carnage has not wrestled a backyard wrestling match since that day. Another hold now. Another choke hold by Alex Hart. Or a sleeper hold, sorry, it's not a choke. Insano though, using the elbows to power out of it. The question you've got to ask yourself, is that a wise move by Extreme Dave? Is that a wise move? You also heard Johnny Magnum saying that he wants RWL back in the company. Oh, nice DDT by Union Jack. What's this? He's caught Johnny Magnum. Johnny Magnum came charging in. And there's a choke slam by Union Jack. Waits for a clothesline on Alex Hart. I think it'd be very interesting to have RWL back in UBW. Last year at Salvation and at Doomsday, we saw RWL competitors compete here in UBW. Will we see them at Salvation? Only the general manager can make that decision. Look at this, them trying to lift him up. Union Jack's a heavy guy. They get him in the ring though, and I'm sure that's all that matters. That's all they wanted to do. Elbow drop by Alex Hart. Elbow drop by Johnny Magnum. Leg drop by both men. Beautifully done. Another elbow drop by Alex Hart. And a big leaping elbow drop by Johnny Magnum. The 2 men now are really starting to go at it over Union Jack, but Union Jack gets the shoulder up. His career is on the line. I'm sure with his dying breath, Union Jack will kick out of anything that comes at him. Look at this, look at Alex Hart. He's taking the piss, basically, slapping Union Jack about. Takes him over into that corner. Magnum tags in. And I don't know, is it just me? Or did Magnum seem to reluctantly tag in there? Like he didn't want to tag in? I don't know. What is the relationship between Alex Hart and Johnny Magnum? That's something I'm very interested to see. Kicking him in the side of the head now. What's Johnny Magnum going for now? Looks like he's going to be taking a big run up in Union Jack. Oh! I thought for a second he was going to spear him, but he hit that spinning kick. And Johnny Magnum tags in Alex Hart straight away. That must have been a powerful kick. That must have hurt him a lot. Alex Hart now taunting him. Oh no! Union Jack's got him by the throat. Oh, but Alex Hart's reversed it though. Reversed it around. Looks like he's going to put a Boston Crab on, and that's exactly what he's done. In the middle of the ring, and look at Magnum. Oh my God, Magnum's put cattle mutilation on. Mutilation and a Boston Crab. Surely this is it for Jack, but no. Did Alex Hart let it go? Did Jack power out of it? Who can say? Ladies and gentlemen, UBW Salvation is a week away. Last year, Salvation was the show. Big clothesline by Union Jack. UBW Salvation last year was the show that put this company on the map. It put this company on the map. You know, it could have easily slipped under the radar, UBW could have done, but no, we put on UBW Salvation 4 great matches, some of which are still talked about today. And look at Magnum now. He's tuning up the band for that 70s kick. Alex Hart, look at him. He's just trying to distract the referee. Comes in for that 70s kick. Oh my God, that was stunning. The slam by Union Jack, the cover that Alex Hart breaks up before the referee can even get down to the mat. Alex Hart now. Now what's he going for? Is he trying to lock on a crippler crossface by the looks of things? That's exactly what he's got on. Will Union Jack tap out? His career's on the line. His career is on the line. He's got to win this match. Oh, look at this. He's reversed it, though. He's reversed it and put a sleeper hold on. Trying to weaken down. Oh, look at this. Puts the body scissors on. This has got to be excruciating for Alex Hart, but Johnny Magnum breaks it up before Alex Hart can tap out. Very, very wise move by Johnny Magnum there. And now what? Alex Hart taking a run up again. Goes to the clothesline. Oh, and he gets a German suplex from Jack. Damn. That was nasty stuff right there. And now here's the cover. 1, 2, and look at this. Johnny Magnum holds Craig Wilkes' arm so that he can't get the cover. I can't see, ladies and gentlemen, though, how can Union Jack win this match? I just don't understand how he can do it. If the general manager won't do the count, if the general manager can't do the counts, look at the skull fucker bashing his face into the ground. Each one of those shots could give Union Jack a concussion. Every time his forehead bounces off the mat. Johnny Magnum tells Alex Hart to gore Union Jack. For anyone who doesn't know what a gore is, it is a huge running spear. Alex Hart's got the run up. Oh, but he hits the gore on Johnny Magnum. I don't believe it. You can't believe that was an accident. Look at this brain damage. The name may have changed, but the finish is still just as effective. But he doesn't go for the cover on him. He goes for the cover. Oh my God, he covered Magnum and got the win. He covered Magnum and he got the win.